What's up, guys? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys in no particular order my top 10 War Robots hot takes. We are definitely starting some wars in the comments section with this one. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. Okay, so number 10, the Raptor is just not a good robot. These days, every single build that I seem to run against this thing can absolutely just destroy it. To me, it just seems like absolute trash. It has pretty much 1,000,000 health once you start attacking it, but it basically just goes down like a Cossack. It's actually crazy. If anyone has watched my videos over the time that the Raptor's been out, you will know how fast these things go down to just any build that anyone is running. It is crazy. And for those who say, oh, it's only because you run meta robots, here I am within a Orochi, a robot which is, what, 4, 5 years old, absolutely deleting this guy's Raptor. 624k damage to him, all that free silver for me. But for those saying, oh, it's ultimate redeemers, here's my Fury deleting a Raptor with regular redeemers in 2 shots. This is one of the most free-to-play builds there is. At this point, nothing can convince me that the Raptor is a good robot. Here we have mine that is literally right at the back of my hangar in my inventory because I literally have not touched it basically since it came out. I think there's maybe one video of it on my channel, and the reason why I don't make more is because it literally gets smoked. Whenever you take it out, it dies instantly. I know it has been nerfed a bunch, but personally, I don't think this thing has ever been good, even when it came out. But yeah, guys, there we go. That is hot take number 1. Okay, hot take number 2, I guess. Ditching is not always bad. As long as you do it at the start of a game, like in the clip that I'm showing you guys here, it has no real effect on anyone else apart from yourself. So if you do it in the first 10 seconds, so what I mean is literally as soon as you get into a game, if you don't like the map, do it straight away. It gives the matchmaker time to actually put someone in your place. I'm pretty sure it does still count against your league if you do this, but oh well, it's the price you pay for getting an awful map. But it's way better to do it straight away so the game can find someone else to take your place, rather than just ditching halfway through the game if you suddenly decide you don't want to play on whatever map. Okay, so for the next one, Phase Shift is probably the worst module in the game. I cannot explain how many times I've gone against people in Champion League using it. They use it, get 1 second of being alive, and then instantly die to whatever build it is that I have. I just don't see how it's useful. If you slap some healing on there, it would be way better, because it would actually keep you alive. But most players like this guy right here, literally are just using Phase Shift just to get 1 extra second. It's a waste of power cells at the end of the day. There is no way in this situation that this guy's going to be able to beat me using Phase Shift. Healing is better. Okay, this one is probably where I'm going to get the most controversy with. And that is the old War Robots was way worse than how the game is today. Now, I'm not just saying this randomly. I did play the old War Robots back in 2017, 2018. And compared to today, the game was a lot slower paced. And to be honest, a lot more boring. With the obvious stuff like the way worse graphics aside, the gameplay itself was just not... it was just not as good as it is today. The main thing, there was no healing for robots. So, yeah, the life expectancy of a robot was way less than it is today. And one of the worst things, I think, about playing back in the day was how long it took to actually travel the map. Look how long it is taking this guy's Raijin to even get back to the fight. That is what really made the game worse, in my opinion, back in the day. But still, present day, there's people that absolutely glaze the old War Robots because apparently it was so much simpler. But yeah, the real truth of it, at least in my opinion, is most games, 90% of it was just spent walking to whatever location the beacon was at, or whatever location you were last at. It wasn't as good as some people claim. As well, pay-to-win aspects were 100% still there. If you wanted a Raijin or the new Dashbots or whatever new Metabot, you could expect to see it on sale in the offers for $99.99. And that was without the leveling costs of silver, which I'm pretty sure was also way more expensive then. Okay, so the next hot take that I have is Mark III is just not worth it. So the only things I Mark III is my ultimate robots, and that is just for the looks, to be honest. As you can see, here is my Mark II level 12 Rex. Here are the... Actually, I think I need the other stats right here. So if I spend 3 upgrade tokens, which are not cheap, I only get, like, what, 12,000 more health and 20% less dot reduction. Upgrade tokens are not cheap. As you can see, $12.99 for 2 there, $23.49 for 2 there. So it's going to be at least £25 to get this thing to Mark 3. Is it worth it for 12,000 health? Absolutely not. For every robot in your hangar, that's times 5, so that's over £100 just to get, what, 5% more health for each robot? Is it worth it? Well, it just isn't. As you can see, here's some gameplay of my Mark II level 12 Rex, absolutely spawn raiding the heck out of the enemy team, while still remaining pretty much at full health. Every single time I've got a new meta robot, I've never Mark III'd it, because, you can still just get Living Legend with whatever it is. Strix, Kaji, Nuo, Leo, just any robot in the past year or whatever that I've tested since they made the Mark III tokens, what it takes to get a robot to Mark III. You can still just get Living Legend without having to spend an extra £25 on these tokens. So, yeah, hot take number, whatever this is, don't invest in Mark III. Okay, so moving on, people that say level the weapons before the robot, they're wrong. Before I got most of my robots maxed out anyway, I would always prioritize leveling the robot first before the weapons. Now, the reason that I did this was because, yeah, I have this for both my Rexes, the weapons that only Mark II level 6. There is no reason at all to get your weapons to, like, I don't know, Mark II if your robot is only level 6. Because what's going to happen when you drop in? You drop in and your robot gets one-shotted by someone that actually leveled their robot. And then all that silver you've spent on leveling the weapons, you can't even use because your robot is dead by the time you're even spawning in. I always get my robots to Mark II level 12 and usually my weapons just to like a random part of Mark II because the robot is more important. Also, in terms of an investment during nerfs, if you spend silver on 4 weapons that all get nerfed, that sucks. But if you do spend it on a robot, at least that's only one thing getting nerfed. So in terms of investment, investing in the bots rather than the weapons usually pay off more. I am doing this for my baby account, leveling the bots first. Okay, time to drop another absolute bombshell again. The module rework, I think, was a actual decent update for the game. Before this update, I did not even bother to level my modules because it just was not worth the insane costs. But if you were lucky enough to be playing the game when this update came out, the compensation you got for your old modules was actually pretty decent. Plus, Pixonic gave everyone 10,000 modules for free, which was enough to upgrade quite a few robots as well. For those who don't remember, it used to be like 350 million silver to upgrade one module. On discount, I think it was something like 230 million, but it just was not worth it. People also complained that it reduced customization, but in my opinion, it made it better. You now pay for the modules and get access to 2. So it's actually decent. And for most robots, it actually buffed them. Even with the store costs, I don't have the offer right now, but I usually get $9.99 and that will max out, that will buy me enough modules to max out an entire robot. If I wanted to do it the old way with the 250 million silver, my closest right here is 280 million for almost double the price. And that would be for one of 3 modules that you'd have to level. So I think the module rework was good. Okay, so for the next hot take, the PvE mode is absolutely just not worth even bothering with. This game mode was such a flop when it came out, and ever since, it's just kind of been in like a downward spiral. In my opinion, the gameplay is very boring. Most of the time, it's just walking backwards while you're just shooting these annoying things. And once you get to stage 4, they make it so you need a absolutely to the brim maxed out hangar to compete. All that plus time just to earn these rewards. 10 million silver, which you can complete in 3 games, which take half the time. Not to mention how much restructuring of your own hangar, moving stuff around and just getting it in a mess just to go through it, it's just not worth it. And that's without all the ridiculous bugs that happen in this game mode, whether things refuse to spawn and the game just ends when you're about to complete it, the fact that they get stuck on walls as well to forcibly make you lose time, and the fact that you can just randomly start reconnecting when you're on the second stage of the 2-stage ones. It's just rage bait, it's not worth it. For the penultimate hot take, weapon levels don't even matter as much as you think they do. For most of my old weapons, I literally have these low Mark II, and yeah, you guys have seen the videos and content I've made on these weapons. You can still get Living Legend with them. It does not even matter the level half the time. As long as they're, I would say, over Mark II level 4, which after the Silver Rush, it's not even hard to reach. For those that don't know, that is when they made it easier to get weapons to Mark II level 1. And as you can see from I've probably put random gameplay on the screen. I've made videos with literally hundreds of times using these weapons, and you can still do insane amounts of damage with them. It genuinely does not matter the level, and I'm in Champion League as well. I would say, yeah, Mark II level 4, probably the lowest you need for Champion League. And I always cap all my weapons apart from ultimates at Mark II level 6. They don't need to be higher. Okay, so the final hot take I have for this video is the Berserkler is the most brain-dead, cowardly Titan in the game. I refer to it now as the Samjok of Titans because everyone that runs it is usually a coward. They sit at the back of the map on long-range maps and just spam the bow, or they just absolutely spam the heck out of that stupid stealth jump. That is what they should be nerfing in the next rebalance. None of the other changes for this thing, I think, are needed. Although maybe the bow one, because yeah, as I said, it's literally broken. Sometimes the Berserkler can take out my Titan, usually if it's the Arbiter build, and also they spam the heck out of the bow on me as well. But I literally just pull up with my ultimate Griffin, and you can kill them in like 1 to 2 clips. That's how weak they are. I just think that similarly to the Samjok, it offers no really good point of gameplay. It's just there to be annoying, and it's not even fun to play. I have tried a few builds on it, and it's just a boring Titan. It's not really, it doesn't offer much gameplay quality, I guess. It's just a trashy Titan. Hopefully the rebalance changes will improve it to make it more of a brawler, because most brawler builds for this thing die in 1 shot. The Mauler can wreck it, the Atlas, just anything. Its only hope right now is to be a little camper at the back, and that's why I hate this thing. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's see how many people we infuriated in the comments. Let me know if you agreed or disagreed with any of the hot takes right here. Hell, even let me know if you have some of your own. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.